Hello, everyone. How are you enjoying our Learn American English podcast so far? Today we will listen to episode 10. In today's episode, we will start by learning about American civics, the American House of Representatives. After that, we will focus on learning about American culture via the article Conversation and Communication, American Culture Etiquette Guide. Finally, we will learn vocabulary, specifically an introduction to idioms. Okay, are you ready to begin? Let's go.
The American House of Representatives. What is the House of Representatives? The House of Representatives is one part of the American government. It is also called the House for short. The House is where elected officials make laws for the United States. The United States has a system with three branches, parts, of government. Legislative branch, makes laws, includes the House. Executive branch, leads the country, the President. Judicial branch, explains laws, the courts. The two parts of Congress. The House of Representatives works with another group called the Senate. Together, they form Congress. Congress is the legislative branch of government. Think of it like this. Congress equals House of Representatives plus Senate. Both groups must agree to make a new law. History of the House. When it started. The House of Representatives began in 1789. The founders of America created it when they wrote the Constitution, the main law document of the United States. Why they created it. The founders wanted ordinary people to have a voice in government. They believed that citizens should choose their own representatives. These representatives would speak for the people and make laws that help them. The House was designed to be the people's house because representatives serve short terms, 2 years. They must live in the area they represent. All citizens can vote for them. How the House works today. Number of representatives. The House has 435 members. This number has stayed the same since 1913, but it wasn't always this way. In the beginning, there were only 65 representatives. How representatives are chosen. Each state, there are 50 states in America, sends representatives to the House. The number depends on how many people live in each state. For example, California has about 40 million people, so it sends 52 representatives. Wyoming has about 600,000 people, so it sends 1 representative. This system is called proportional representation. States with more people get more representatives. Election process. Citizens vote for representatives every 2 years. Representatives must be at least 25 years old. They must be American citizens for at least 7 years. They must live in the state they represent. Districts. Each representative comes from a specific area called a district. Districts are drawn so that each one has about the same number of people, around 760,000 people per district. Important jobs of the House. Making laws. The main job of the House is to write and vote on bills, ideas for new laws. Here's how it works. 1. A representative writes a bill. 2. A committee, small group, studies the bill. 3. The whole House debates and votes. 4. If it passes, it goes to the Senate. 5. If the Senate also passes it, it goes to the President. 6. The President signs it to make it a law. Special powers. The House has some special powers that the Senate does not have. Money bills. All bills about taxes and government spending must start in the House. This means the House controls how the government gets and spends money. Impeachment. The House can impeach, formally accuse, the President or other government officials if they break the law. This is like charging someone with a crime in court. Choosing the President. If no candidate wins enough votes in a presidential election, the House chooses the President. This has happened only twice in American history, 1800 and 1824. Leadership in the House. Speaker of the House. The Speaker is the leader of the House. Representatives choose the Speaker from their own group. The Speaker controls when people can speak during debates. Decides which bills get voted on. Represents the House in meetings with other parts of government. The Speaker is very powerful and is third in line to become President if something happens to the President and Vice President. Political parties. Representatives belong to political parties, groups with similar ideas about government. The two main parties are Democratic Party, Republican Party. The party with more representatives is called the majority party. The other party is the minority party. The majority party chooses the Speaker and controls most decisions. Why the House is important. Representation of the people. The House makes sure that all Americans have a voice in their government. Because representatives serve short terms, they must listen to voters or risk losing their jobs. Balance of power. The House helps balance power in the government. No single person or group can make all the decisions. The House, Senate, and President must work together. Local needs. Representatives know the needs of their local areas. They bring these concerns to the national government. For example, a representative from a farming area might work on laws to help farmers. Accountability. Because elections happen every 2 years, representatives must explain their actions to voters regularly. This keeps them accountable, responsible, to the people. How representatives help their communities. Representatives do more than just vote on laws. They also help citizens with problems involving government services. Bring federal money to their districts for projects like roads and schools. Meet with local groups to understand community needs. Explain government policies to people in their districts. the House in the modern world. Challenges today. The House faces several challenges in modern times. Partisan politics. The two parties often disagree strongly, making it hard to pass laws. Media attention. Representatives must deal with constant news coverage and social media. Complex issues. Modern problems like technology and climate change require difficult decisions. Technology and communication. Today's House uses technology to broadcast debates on television and the Internet, communicate with voters through websites and social media, research issues quickly with online resources, vote electronically in some cases. Conclusion. The House of Representatives is a cornerstone of American democracy. For over 230 years, it has given ordinary citizens a direct voice in their government. Through regular elections and local representation, the House ensures that the government stays connected to the people it serves. Understanding the House helps us understand how democracy works. It shows us that in a free society, the power to make laws comes from the people through their elected representatives. Whether you are learning about American government for citizenship, education, or personal interest, remember that the House of Representatives exists to serve the people, and that includes everyone who calls America home. Underscore 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 underscore. Key vocabulary. Representative. A person chosen to speak and act for others. Constitution. The main law document of the United States. District. A specific area that elects one representative. Bill. An idea for a new law. Impeachment. Formally accusing a government official of wrongdoing. Majority. The larger group, more than half. Accountable. Being responsible for your actions.
Conversation and Communication, American Culture Etiquette Guide. Introduction. Understanding how Americans communicate can help you feel more comfortable and confident in social and professional situations. This guide explains the most important rules and customs for conversation in American culture. Greetings and introductions. Common greetings. Americans use informal greetings in most situations. Hi or hello, standard greeting for anyone. How are you or how's it going? Common greeting questions. Good morning/afternoon/evening, more formal, but still friendly. Important. When someone asks, how are you, they usually expect a short, positive answer like, good, thanks. How are you or fine, thanks. They are not asking for detailed information about your life. This is a polite greeting, not a real question about your health. Introducing yourself. When meeting someone new, make eye contact and smile. Say your name, Hi, I'm Maria, or hello, my name is John. Shake hands, firm handshake, not too strong or too weak. You can add, nice to meet you, or pleased to meet you. Americans often use first names immediately, even with people they just met. This is normal and friendly, not disrespectful. Small talk, the American way. What is small talk? Small talk means light, friendly conversation about simple topics. Americans use small talk to be polite and build relationships. It happens everywhere, in elevators, waiting rooms, stores, and at work. Popular small talk topics. Safe topics for small talk. Weather, beautiful day, isn't it? Or can you believe this rain? Weekend plans. Any plans for the weekend? Sports. Did you see the game last night? Food and restaurants. Have you tried the new cafe downtown? Entertainment. Have you seen any good movies lately? Hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time? Local events. Are you going to the festival this weekend? Topics to avoid with people you don't know well. Money, salary, prices of personal items, debt. Politics can cause strong disagreements. Religion, very personal topic. Age and weight, considered rude to ask. Personal health problems, unless the person shares first. Controversial social issues. How to do small talk. Start with a smile and friendly opening. Hi, how's your day going? Keep it light and positive. Avoid complaining too much. Focus on neutral, pleasant topics. Ask open questions. What did you do this weekend? Not just yes/no. How was your vacation? Listen and show interest. Nod your head. Say really or that's interesting. Ask follow-up questions. Know when to end. Well, it was nice talking to you. I should get going, but great to see you. Direct communication style. Americans usually say what they mean. American communication is generally direct. This means people say their opinions clearly. Yes means yes, no means no. If someone disagrees, they often say so directly. Silence does not always mean agreement. This directness is not considered rude in American culture. It shows honesty and respect for everyone's time. Examples of direct communication. At work, I disagree with this approach. I think we should try another method. With friends, I'm sorry, I can't make it to your party. At a store, this doesn't fit well. I'd like to return it. Being polite while being direct. Americans combine directness with polite language. Use please and thank you often. Start with positive words. I appreciate your idea, but explain your reasons. I can't come because I have other plans. Apologize when saying no, I'm sorry, but I can't help with that. Important politeness phrases. Magic words. Americans use these words many times every day. Please, when asking for something. Thank you/thanks, after receiving help, gifts, or service. You're welcome, response to thank you. Excuse me, when you need to interrupt, pass by someone, or didn't hear something. I'm sorry/sorry, when you make a mistake or need to say no. Other useful polite phrases. Would you mind? Polite way to ask for something. Could you please? Polite request. I'd appreciate it if. Very polite request. If you don't mind, before asking something personal. Excuse me for interrupting, but when you need to interrupt. Personal space and body language. Physical distance. Americans value personal space. The comfortable distance when talking is about arm's length, 60 to 90 centimeters or 2 to 3 feet. Getting too close can make Americans uncomfortable unless you know them well. Exceptions. Crowded places like buses or elevators, people understand there's no choice. Eye contact. Making eye contact is very important in American culture. Shows you are listening and interested. Shows honesty and confidence. Look at the person's eyes when they speak. Look at them when you speak too. Not making eye contact might seem rude or disinterested, dishonest, shy or lacking confidence. Note, don't stare continuously. It's okay to look away sometimes naturally. Touching. Americans are generally less touchy than people in many other cultures. Handshakes are standard for greetings. Hugs are common between friends and family. Touching strangers is not common. Avoid touching someone's arm, shoulder, or back unless you know them well. Taking turns in conversation. How Americans share conversation. Americans expect everyone to participate in conversation. Listen actively. Don't interrupt while someone is speaking. Wait for natural pauses to speak. Ask questions to show interest. Share your own experiences related to the topic. Don't dominate the conversation. Let others talk too. When you can interrupt. Usually, interrupting is considered rude. However, it's acceptable to interrupt politely when you need to leave. Sorry to interrupt, but I need to go now. You have an urgent question. Excuse me, can I ask a quick question? Someone is talking for too long. That's interesting. May I add something? Phone and digital communication. Phone etiquette. Answering the phone. Say hello or hi, this is your name. In business, state your name and company. During calls, speak clearly and not too fast. If you can't talk, say, I'm sorry, this isn't a good time. Can I call you back? In public places, use a quiet voice. Ending calls. Say goodbye, it was nice talking to you. Talk to you soon. Don't just hang up suddenly. Text messaging and email. Text messages can be very informal with friends. Use shorter messages. It's okay to use abbreviations like LOL, laughing out loud, or by the way, by the way. Emails. Business emails are more formal. Start with a greeting, hi name, or dear name. End with best regards, sincerely, or thanks. Respond within 24 to 48 hours when possible. Important. In professional settings, don't use all capital letters. It looks like shouting. Topics and boundaries. What Americans like to talk about. Casual settings with acquaintances. Jobs and careers. Hobbies and interests. Travel experiences. Movies, TV shows, books. Food and cooking. Sports and fitness. With closer friends. Family and relationships. Personal goals and dreams. Challenges and problems. More personal opinions. Sensitive topics. Be careful with these topics, especially with new acquaintances. Money. Don't ask how much someone earns. Don't ask how much something cost, house, car, etc. Don't talk about your salary unless very close. Personal questions. Don't ask someone's age, especially women. Don't comment on weight or appearance. Don't ask about marital status or children right away. Don't ask about someone's immigration status. Politics and religion. These can cause strong disagreements. Americans have very different political views. It's okay to discuss if people want to, but don't assume or push. Compliments and responses. Giving compliments. Americans give compliments frequently. I like your shirt. You did a great job on that project. Your English is really good. That's a great idea. This is meant to be friendly and encouraging. Receiving compliments. When someone compliments you, simply say, "Thank you," or "Thanks. I appreciate it." That's kind of you to say. Don't deny the compliment or say you're not good. In American culture, accepting compliments politely shows confidence and appreciation. Incorrect. "Oh no, my English is terrible." Correct. "Thank you. I'm still learning, but I'm trying my best." Workplace communication. Professional communication norms. In meetings, arrive on time. Listen without interrupting. Take notes if needed. Ask questions when appropriate. Speak up with your ideas. Participation is valued. With managers. You can usually speak directly, respectfully. Ask questions if you don't understand. Use professional language. "Could we discuss?" instead of "I need to talk." With colleagues. Be friendly and respectful. Make small talk to build relationships. Offer help when you can. Say please and thank you. Email at work. Use proper grammar and complete sentences. Start with "Hi, name," or "Hello, name." Be clear about what you need. End professionally, "Best regards," or "Thanks." Active listening. Show you are listening. Americans expect you to show you're listening. Verbal responses. Hum or yeah, show you're following. Really? Show surprise or interest. That's great. Show positive reaction. I see or I understand, show comprehension. Nonverbal signals. Nod your head. Make eye contact. Lean slightly forward. Have an interested facial expression. Don't look at your phone. Ask follow-up questions. What happened next? How did you feel about that? What did you do then? Common mistakes to avoid. Standing too close. Remember the arm's length rule. Not making eye contact. This seems disrespectful or dishonest. Saying yes when you mean no. Americans prefer honest, direct answers. Being too formal. Most situations are casual. Using first names is normal. Not using please and thank you. These words are essential. Asking about money, age, or weight. These are private topics. Taking phone calls during conversations. This is very rude. Not participating in conversation. Americans expect everyone to talk. Cultural tips. Volume and tone. Americans generally speak at a moderate volume. In public places, Use an indoor voice, quieter. On phones in public, speak quietly. Loud conversations in restaurants, buses, or trains are considered rude. Humor and sarcasm. Americans use humor often in conversation. Sarcasm, saying the opposite of what you mean, is common. Don't be offended if people joke. It's usually meant to be friendly. It's okay to laugh at yourself. Time awareness. Americans value punctuality. If you'll be late, send a message. Sorry, I'm running 10 minutes late. Let's talk soon or we should get together are often just polite phrases, not actual plans. For real plans, Americans set specific dates and times. Practice tips. To improve your American communication skills. Practice small talk with neighbors, cashiers, or colleagues. Watch American TV shows and movies to hear natural conversation. Join community groups to meet people and practice. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Americans appreciate effort. Ask questions if you don't understand something. Observe how Americans interact in different situations. Be yourself. Americans value authenticity. Conclusion. American conversation style may feel different from your home culture, but with practice, it becomes natural. Remember these key points. Be direct but polite. Use eye contact and smile. Respect personal space. Say please, thank you, and excuse me often. Make small talk to build relationships. Listen actively and show interest. Don't be afraid to speak up and share your ideas. Most importantly, Americans understand that you're learning, and they appreciate your effort to communicate and adapt. Be patient with yourself, stay open and friendly, and you'll build good relationships in your new community. Remember, these are general guidelines. Individual Americans may be different, and there are regional variations across the United States. The more you interact with people, the more comfortable you'll become.
And now, let's discuss idioms. Definition. Idioms are fixed expressions whose meanings cannot be understood from the literal definitions of their individual words. The figurative meaning of the whole phrase differs from the sum of its parts. Explanation. Idioms are culturally specific expressions that must be learned as complete units. Their meanings are established through conventional usage rather than logical composition. They add color and expressiveness to language, but can be challenging for non-native speakers because their meanings are not predictable from the individual words. Idioms often reflect cultural values, experiences, and ways of thinking. 10-word examples. Break a leg, good luck. Spill the beans, reveal a secret. Hit the hay, go to sleep. Under the weather, feeling sick. Piece of cake, very easy. Cost an arm and a leg, very expensive. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Accomplish 2 things at once. Let the cat out of the bag. Accidentally reveal information. Bite the bullet. Face a difficult situation. Burning the midnight oil. Working late into the night.